Developments, though, on the impeachment inquiry. Public hearings are set to begin next week. President Trump said yesterday they should not be made public as newly released transcripts continue to offer more details of the president's alleged dealings with Ukraine. And now there are hints that Mr. Trump's former national security advisor may also testify against him. Weijia Jiang is at the White House this morning. Weijia, good morning.
Good morning, Michelle, and good morning to everybody. President Trump says the only thing that matters is the summary of his call with Ukraine's leader, and now he is considering releasing a transcript of their first call. And you are so right. We have learned through court filings that former National Security Advisor John Bolton could be dropping new bombshells about all the stuff that was happening behind the scenes.
In Atlanta Friday, President Trump addressed a crowd chanting "Blacks for Trump," trying to drum up support for his re-election bid.
The Democrats have taken African-American voters totally for granted.
Earlier at the White House, the president brushed off the vivid picture unfolding in the impeachment inquiry, painted by several witnesses who described a quid pro quo with Ukraine.
I'm not concerned about anything. The testimony has all been fine. I mean, for the most part, I never even heard of these people.
They include the former White House senior Russia director, Fiona Hill, who said during a July meeting, U.S. Ambassador to the EU, Gordon Sondland, was talking about how he had an agreement with Chief of Staff Mulvaney for a presidential meeting with the Ukrainians if they were going to go forward with investigations into the Biden family. White House Ukraine Director Alex Vindman was at the meeting and testified the same thing, that the Ukrainians would have to deliver an investigation into the Bidens. It was explicit. There was no ambiguity, and that this had been coordinated with Chief of Staff Mulvaney. Last month, Mulvaney denied that.
What was on the table for a precondition, and was the investigation of Burisma ever brought up as a condition to meet with President Trump?
No, not to me, and not to anybody I know of.
But Hill testified former National Security Advisor John Bolton was so alarmed by the meeting that he told her to go straight to a top White House lawyer. Tell Eisenberg that I am not part of whatever drug deal Sondland and Mulvaney are cooking up on this. In a court filing Friday, lawyers suggested Bolton has more he can share with Congress if a federal judge clears the way for him to testify. Bolton, they write, had many relevant meetings and conversations that have not yet been discussed in the testimonies so far.
Well, Mulvaney defied a subpoena to appear on Capitol Hill yesterday. President Trump said he would, quote, love for Mulvaney and others who know him to testify, but added that would lend credibility to a corrupt investigation. The president says the whistleblower who started it all should be revealed. But in a rare interview, Dana, Ivanka Trump said the person's identity isn't particularly relevant.
Another wrinkle in all of this. Weijia, thank you.